If you look closely, you can see that there's a significant crack in the heel of the inner claw. Let's get it lifted and see what we can do.
Good morning folks, and welcome to TEC TV. I don't know what you would call us, but I think we'll go down under the name of hoof trimmers. Hello folks, and welcome to TEC TV. Tom here this evening. I got home early this evening and I washed my crush up, got all sorted out. I had done a little bit of a tweak thanks to a fellow hoof trimmer. I give him a shout out, Andrew Fry, who has a KVK, and he was selling it and he advertised it, and in some photographs he had a little poo shield at the back, poo and pee we'll call it, and I just had a eureka moment. I copied Andrew's idea and I also made the poo and pee shield a little bit wider and actually made it the full width of the door. And I've just popped the camera into the crush that you can see what I'm talking about. The back door is there, and up at the very top it you have this wide rubber matting the whole way. But the lovely thing about it is it keeps, when you're putting on a block at the back, it keeps the poo and pee from splashing out at you. But the thing that I really wanted to show you is the cow's feet are up against this here, and now with this lovely rubber mat, it actually shields the back of the animal's legs as it's tightened in for foot treatment. Gareth has arrived and mysteriously left his crush here, and I just wanted to show you. I'm really only joking. Gareth left this here earlier. He said, "Dad, that poo and pee shield that you done on your crush, good job." I said, "It's fantastic." I think maybe I sort of praised it a lot, to the point where Gareth said, "Could you do one for me?" So this is really what your back door looks like now, and the back bar there, and that's the cow's bum goes up against this bar, but as she goes up there, her legs are pulled out. He's gone home to look after his young daughter, and I have cut out this little poo shield now, and my project for the evening is to get this up here and get in for my tea, get out and get ready for tomorrow. I have a fairly big day on. I'm going myself, a few routine trims, get on with it now, and I'll revisit this when I have it fitted and take it from there. But just you KVK owners out there, it is something worth considering, just if it's only for the extra cow comfort and possibly for a reduction in a wee bit of washing in the evening. Getting into those little corners around the back door can be problematic, and we want to keep everything pristinely clean and everything in order in the interest of biosecurity and disease control. So I'll get on with this and I'll catch up with you later. "15 minutes later, sorry, it's 15 minutes for cutting it out, 15 minutes for holding it up, 15 minutes for going to get the bolts, and 15 minutes for putting it in." So Gareth, that's an hour you owe me. But here we are. I hope that this makes a bit of sense to all you hoof trimming folk out there who have KVKs and possibly other crushes. As I say, I got this idea from my fellow trimmer, Andrew Fry, and he had it sort of just that it caught the poop and the pee just when you're putting on a block. I just had this extra wide belt, had to just cut a little bit off it here on one side, but then as the animal can push it back, like that with its bum. But really what I like about it, if it can get down here and show you. And it's just, it sort of has happened by accident, but as the rubber comes down to the bottom, you don't normally see this angle, but that's the little clasp for holding the cow's leg as we trim. There's the little rope. But as I just left it as long as I could, and just by accident again, as I realised, as the animal has their leg against this on both sides, it actually leaves it an awful lot. Well, probably adds to the animal comfort. So there you are, you can see it probably there. That's, I got my hand through, and as the rubber comes out, it protects the cow's leg, or the animal's leg. It's fine as it is, but it's just an added little bonus. Everything to bring additional comfort. We aim to keep animals in the crush or the chute as short a time as possible. Anything that adds to the comfort makes us happier, and it's satisfying. I've used that word a time or two before, but it is very satisfying. So there it is, it's all bolted in, 4 bolts, little space cut out for the hinge, and there it is. And it's just, in my opinion, it has pimped my crush up, and hopefully Gareth will feel the same way about it. What I will do is I will take you over to a foot that I trimmed earlier today, and hope you enjoy. Bye for now. There it is as it comes up in its entire, as you can see, the discrepancy there. This is how I run my finger across. It's just running, my finger's level on this, and it's running straight into that. It's cracked, so we'll get it washed off. When you see it washed off, it is quite a nasty looking stuff. So I think we'll probably prepare it. It's going to be pretty substantial. I'm going to prepare it for a block and get that sorted and have that drying. I can bring this little table out here, and it keeps support under the claw for cleaning out little awkward areas that if the glue goes down to and in or around, that you get maximum contact with your glue. Easy, girl. We don't want to hurt you at all. And this has just come from really too much horn on the medial claw on the front, or the inner claw, as I trained. It was inner and outer. Very simple for a simple mind to follow, to understand. Now we've got very sophisticated. Claw to dry out any moisture out of it. Heat the block. There's a little residue on it we want to remove of it. And again, yeah, that's my little old popcorn blocks. Easy pet. So we'll have a nice slow wear block, and we have this on with some of glues. Gareth's black biddy glue. We'll just proceed slowly with this, because I suppose that's what I do when I think about it. So the block's on. There you can see with the skin, you see that there's just coming across the knife. That's really the point of separation. I haven't even touched this. I'm happy with it. Easy. No enormous horn growth on this. It's a vicious circle. When the corium is injured or bruised or sore, its natural reaction is to protect. So it grows more horn, and it grows more horn, and as it grows more horn, this starts to take more weight, and it's just a vicious circle until we intervene and set the healing conditions in the correct direction. This looks a bit sore. I know it's causing a lot of pain. Easy. That's you. That's a good girl. So you see where the skin is separated. Quite delicate up in there. One would think, if a helper helps me, he says, one would think you're making it worse. It's getting worse looking each stroke of the knife. And you could sort of agree with that here. With each stroke of the knife, it actually does look a lot more severe. You can imagine the weight on this here pushing into this soft heel, which is quite delicate looking and sore. So I'm going to thin out the toe here and with the grinder and take a little bit of horn out of that. We've thinned out the toe, nice normal looking toe now. Again, that's so important on the block. Sheds, and this is of the correct thickness, length and everything else. Not a foot you would like to be walking around on yourself. Decent little chunk. So you see, hopefully with me thinning out the toe here now, this will all trim out together. Oops, dicey. It's just the core with the white line. So you can see why she is actually has been so sore on this. This is the corium here that you have here, and that's also it there, and that's, see that there, I just touched it with the knife. So that has been squeezed out just with the total amount of hoof that has been taking the weight as she walks to the ground. Get that all wrapped up now, put some salicylic on that. I had a neck for a little bit there, but sometimes you just got to be cruel to be kind. And we'll not call it cruel either, because it's just in the process of treating it. When the wind gets up, and the sawdust starts to blow around, half a wrap. I'm going to put another bit on that. Easy week here. So let her down, get her other 3 feet trimmed. There's the leg coming down. block. You can almost see the line under the block. So, as we don't want to keep her in the crush too long, just trim our other 2 feet. Slight little spot of dermatitis, but it's not. Just to be on the safe side, we drop in a little gel on it, chelated copper, which will kill any digital dermatitis causing bacteria. You can see the discrepancy with I'll take the tip. You can see the discrepancy in a routine trim where this little claw is doing nothing and this little claw is doing everything. So we'll trim it up. Hope it'll look a lot better when I'm finished with it. Let's check off the heels there. All's good. Nice model out on the outer claw. Just clean the heels. A lot of steeper model on the inner claw there, just to clean it out for any debris and manure and slurry that's passing through. And we just stabilise it around here, that when it goes to the ground it's nice and stable and flat, and it looks like a nice routine trim. Normally, if there's not an issue, we don't go to the bother of washing them because we kind of know what we're looking for and we can scrape off a bit of dirt. But if something, I suppose, has an injury, it needs a bit of cleaning out completely. You can see where her toe, that toe starting to curl around this toe, so it's just nature's way of getting around things, I guess. So what we have, folks, here is actually the right front foot. It's pretty decent and it's cleaning up well. We don't want to take any more height of this outer claw, just clean it out there steepish for to keep the, as I said earlier, on the back one, to keep the slurry. But if you just notice here, she has the start of what her problem was on the inner claw. So it's just technically a bit of bruising at this stage. So we have removed the weight. We've stabilised this claw. We've removed the weight of this claw. Loose skin there's nothing. Again, we don't wash these here when they're not too any issue with them. We'll put some Hulk spray on there and we'll let her out. She's now putting weight on her leg. There's her juice nose, and then you come on down and there she's standing lovely on the block. And we've taken her completely off. And see here, I can put my fingers in there. She walks. What she had here is now starting a healing process. We'll let her out and see how she's motoring. Okay, I'm on my own today, Gareth, believe it or not. Yes, that's right, you heard right. Gareth, stop. Hey, do you really fancy me that much? So Gareth's at the zoo to see animals, and hopefully, with any degree of luck, easy Gareth, eh? Ow, oh, that tongue of yours. Got an incredible tongue, haven't you?
After the first few unsure steps, this little cow is now coming to grips with her new block and her repaired hoof. I do believe if I had to choose a name for this little cow, it would have to be Lucille.
I'm going to drink this coffee, get a move on, and get the little brush moving a wee bit faster. Doing a dry off trim here. A number of cows is going dry, but there's just a few wee cows here that are lame and have wee issues, wee ongoing issues, and we sort of keep them going, keep them comfortable, and keep their quality of life much better than if they weren't. In fact, probably wouldn't be here. Okay, catch up with you later. Bye for now. And oh, by the way, thank you all very much for the level of subscribers, the level of interest in what we're doing. We really appreciate it. We enjoy it. And it's an absolute pleasure to bring it to you wherever you are. Some interesting parts of the world that I didn't know even existed, that we're getting messages from. And I just want to say, it's not easy to reply to all messages, but each and every one of you are very special and very valued, and we appreciate it. And thank you very much. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and you'll get notifications of whenever we have more videos that you can join us on the journey. So bye for now, take care and look after yourselves. Keep safe in this crazy world we're living in. Bye for now.